Hi Maria, how are you, dear? Here we
Hi,
are
Nisha.
again. So Maria is looking gorgeous with the
Thank
green
you so much.
forest.
So do you.
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you so much. So today we are here to talk about how to be still positive in this negative environment. Because in my opinion, there are two things: your high consciousness and your strong immunity. And if you are feared, if you are scared, anxious, depressed, you will affect both the things, and which is not affordable. So Maria, our very dear friend, my very dear friend and holistic wellness and life coach, will let us know how to be positive, practically positive. Please, Maria.
Thank you, Nisha. And thank you for choosing this topic because it's very important um, nowadays because the situation is getting crazier and crazier day by day. And of course, of course, everyone is frustrated, anxious, and
Yes,
scared.
yes.
And it's very hard to be positive. It's
Mhm,
very hard to be positive.
mhm,
Uh, and I'll tell you more. If somebody thinks that they are positive and everything is fine,
mhm.
well, that's not a healthy way to look at the things because it can happen that they are just hiding what they feel.
Finding.
They don't want to get into that,
Yes.
don't want to analyze it and stuff like that. But it's not healthy to bottle up what you feel, you
Mhm,
know. You need
mhm,
to be honest with yourself to begin with.
mhm, mhm.
But in fact, it's very hard, yeah, to be positive. Like in its real sense, life is not the same anymore. Life before COVID and now, they're two different lives,
Yes,
right? And that's absolutely normal not to be fine.
yes.
It's
It's normal
okay
not to
not
be
to
fine.
feel fine.
Yeah, you are very correct. Yeah,
Yeah, so how can we how can we still survive
yeah.
in this situation? Because I agree with you. You say that, yeah, immunity and high consciousness is it's important to feel fine for your body to be healthy as
Yes,
well,
yes.
right? So how can we deal with that? Because this situation is not going to end soon, judging by today's
Yes, yes.
statistics.
It's uncertain still.
Yes. So we need to learn how to adapt and how to live in the now.
Yeah.
Like I think many people are still thinking that, well, it's temporary and stuff. I was thinking like that in March.
Yeah.
I
And
thought,
I was
oh,
thinking, even we were listening the news from China, and we were realized it's okay, it will go.
yeah, somewhere in China they have
Yeah,
this
yeah,
COVID. Yeah, let
yeah.
them have it, right? And then you thought, well, it's not well. Yeah, we had a few
Yeah.
cases, and we thought, okay, maybe it will finish soon. Like I thought it would
Yes.
be a month.
Yes, yes. Even we all were, we all were thinking the
Yeah.
same, but it's not the reality. Then how
Yes.
to fight mentally, emotionally?
Oh, oh. Well, to begin with, you need
Yeah.
to admit that you're not feeling fine. You are not well. You are sad. You're frustrated. You are angry because your
Yeah.
plans have been ruined.
Yes.
Yeah. You are tired of all this. You are tired of sitting at home
Yes.
locked. Yeah. You're
Yes.
tired of feeling worried and feeling fearful. You are tired of that, right? So admit it. Don't hide it. Don't, like don't say, oh no, I'm fine. No, you're not fine. You
No.
are not fine.
Yes.
And that's okay. That's step number one. Yeah.
Okay.
And then when you realize you're not okay, you need to take care of yourself. Right? It's
Mhm.
good if you have people around and they care about you. That's great. But if even if you don't, you still have yourself. Yeah, you still
Yes.
have yourself. You are your best friend
Yes.
still.
Yes. Yes. We should.
And and but here is the thing, some people mix up two things:
Mhm.
caring about yourself, self-care, yeah, and self-pity.
Yeah.
So self-pity is something not productive at all. It's when you think, oh, yeah, poor me, the
Yeah.
situation is so fearful and stuff. I will just sit in front of the TV and, oh, I need some rest, and, oh, I need this, fast food
Mhm.
fix or chocolate, and
Mhm.
that's okay for a day or two, or,
Mhm.
like in between,
Yes.
but not for several months. That's not
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Caring about yourself means you care about your body, you care about your mental and
Yes.
emotional state,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
It's a complex kind of thing. And
Yes.
it's not easy. It's not easy. Yes, you want to hide. You want to hide somewhere and cry. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
But you need to have a little bit of discipline, and it's good if your parents are around and they take care of you and like,
Yes.
Insha, have some glass of water, like, have you eaten well, have you slept well?
Yes.
But
Yes.
what can you do if you don't have parents around, like me, for example, right? There's no one to take care of me.
Yes. Yes.
So you need to have this discipline and be your own parent. Yeah, be
Mm.
your own caring parent.
Mm.
And that's very important, because you know how our mind and body and spirit, they're connected. And if you're not feeling well, it will affect your body, of course. Yeah.
Of course. So you have to admit that you're not okay, and then you be your own parent, uh, and take care of your emotional, mental, and body. Take care of your
Mm.
body and your mental and emotional health. One more
Yes.
thing is, so many things are triggering us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that
Yes.
also a main cause to be going to this negative whole or negative emotions. So
Yeah.
what will you say about it?
Absolutely. There's so much information around. And now, when most people stay at home or they work from home, there's not much face to face interaction. Rather, we stay online all the
Yes,
time. And
yes,
online, there's so much information. You watch the news, right?
yeah,
People are dying, everything is bad, all these protests and stuff. And
mm-hmm.
you are on social media, people send you some scary stories and
Yes,
some triggering stuff. And yeah, so what you have to really do
mm-hmm.
is to know what makes you feel bad, because you
Mm-hmm.
know yourself. People have different sensitivity. There are people who can watch this and be fine,
Yes,
be fine. But there are sensitive people
mm-hmm.
who are getting affected by that,
Yes, yes,
honestly. So you need to know yourself. what
yes,
does what does make you feel bad?
mm-hmm.
What kind of makes you feel scared or anxious or angry? Don't let this happen. This
Mm.
situation is already overwhelming, so don't let it get worse.
Yes, 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 you're right. And yes, you're very correct that stop that trigger. You should be knowing that what is triggering you, and stay away from that triggers. Another thing, Maria, we should be positive and productive at home or for ourselves. But what if somebody else is in negative vibes and somebody else is in negative emotions, and that is affecting us? And how to deal with these kind of people? As we know, yeah, our husbands and other relatives, and we are calling, we're getting calls, and also when we are productive, we are positive, and then suddenly we can
Mm,
become down.
yeah, yeah, you can like
Yeah.
your mood can be spoiled like that.
Yes, yes, and then how to deal after that, or how to deal
I can
at,
relate.
at the
I
moment.
can relate.
Yes, yes. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. There are always people who love drama. They love
Mm-hmm.
savoring, the juicy kind of horrible details. There are people who like send you every day the symptoms, the
Mm-hmm.
stories how people die, like in
Mm-hmm.
details. and they love
Maybe
it. They
they
just
are
love
themselves
it.
in a
And
negative. I'm sorry. Maybe they
and
themselves are in a negative thoughts, and they want to just
yes,
express. This
yes,
is the way of
yes.
the expression.
Yeah, that's the way they kind of feel relieved,
Yeah,
right? That's
yeah,
the
I
way
do.
they connect maybe with you.
Mhm.
That's the way they want to interact and
Yeah.
feel that
Mhm.
their feelings are valid. Yeah, so that you say, yeah, yeah, absolutely, poor thing, yeah, blah blah blah, and stuff
Mhm.
like that.
Yeah.
However, you need to think about yourself, because maybe that person is not that sensitive, not
Mhm.
as sensitive as you are.
Mhm.
And like, yes, first of all, if it's your close relative and you cannot get rid of them,
Mhm.
you have to kind of have to, yeah, just set some time, some limit. Yeah, you just, okay, you want to talk,
Mhm.
let's sit and talk,
Mhm.
but it's gonna last what, 20 minutes, and it's not during lunchtime or dinner time. It's not
Yeah.
when we are having a good family time, kind
Mhm.
of thing, not during our quality family time. It should not be a part of something good.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like, there is time for worrying, there is time for having good time. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Good. So you should set some boundaries
Yes,
or some limits or
absolutely.
some kind of timing as well. That,
Mm,
but in particular time, we will not talk about all this negative emotions or the COVID or anything.
yes. Or
Yeah.
even if it's not your really close friend or family member, just say, I don't want to hear that. Like, thank you so
Oh.
much for sharing, but I don't like, it affects me, it affects me, and I don't want to hear that. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm sorry
Oh.
about that, or something like, just set the boundaries. And the boundaries are important now, especially because just look around, the situation
Yeah.
is getting worse, right? And
Yes. Of course.
uh, well, you need to take care of yourself. Your self-care should be your priority, indeed.
Yeah, sure. Yes, 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 definitely. And the last question, Maria, what about them who are suffering badly, like who are now COVID positive, who are in the hospital, or who who have lost their jobs. So,
Mm.
what about them? How
Yeah.
will you suggest for them?
Well, yeah, there's so many people who got in this horrible situation now. And I know myself people who lost their loved ones already because of COVID, lost their jobs, who got themselves sick, or suffered in a variety of different ways,
Mhm.
right? So what I can say personally, there are things that you can control and you can change, and there
Mhm.
are things you cannot control and you cannot change.
Yes.
And yes, the situation is difficult. Yeah,
Yes.
it's not easy, for sure.
Mhm. Mhm.
But if you focus on something you cannot control and you cannot change, it will
Yes.
not get better. And
Mhm.
you will feel worse. You will feel
Mhm.
worse mentally and emotionally, and of course, physically. Especially if your health is already at risk, you
Mhm.
need to really feel, kind of as safe as possible.
Mhm.
And this feeling of safety, it can be increased if you, for example, have some set routine. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, yes, it's a nut house all around. Yeah, but you can have some sort of routine so that you feel safer. Also, you can connect with people. Connection is very important. Connection and support. And especially if you live alone,
Yes, yes.
especially if you live alone,
Mhm.
like, because when you are alone, you don't have anyone to share, right? You don't
Yes,
have anyone to just let it out,
yes.
and to
You
feel
should. You
mentally
should.
better.
Yes.
So you just need to reach for help. I
Mm.
know it's not easy. It's not easy, and you're worried. You don't want to bother anyone. You don't
Yes.
want to infect anyone,
Maybe. Yeah. People
but it
don't.
is important.
It is important to connect with the people and ask for help if you need any.
Yeah,
mentally, emotionally, you want to
absolutely.
express, you want to talk, or you want actual help, you should come out. And another thing you said, that don't think about what is which is not in your control.
Mm,
So these are very wonderful and informative tips, Maria. Very informative
thank you.
about all, in very short time you have given many tips, that admit yourself and be your own parent and take care of yourself, stop what is triggering you, and about the people who are affecting, for them also you have given good guidance. Thank you so much, Maria. Hope to see you in next session. Take
Thank you,
care.
Insha. Wishing you health, mental and physical.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Same to you, Maria. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye.